But not so much an overpass. We'll see what he can do with that. Not too much for now. He's gone down to 3 HP.
He's been going with that a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
I think that's the third time that I've seen it. Probably more overall. The Twins start off well. Henny and Lucas with the first kills. FNS only managing one to his name. And then Steel makes it just Cutler that remains. It's all pretty straightforward for Immortals. CT side starting off again with the momentum. This time they win the pistol. Last time they won the pistol, or still have to watch the positioning right now of KNG. Because he's up close, he'll be able to swing in quickly, but they know he's there. AK still in hand, tries to fight back. Flash doesn't catch him in full duration, but Yell throws a second so that he can drop down in, knows he's there, and goes directly to that position as KNG was forced either left or right. They had both sides covered, but Steel now is the one to step up, and Immortals will do exactly that in this round. So KNG leaves it to an op versus AK. Ricky, who is the one on the AK, oddly enough, out of all of it, to hold off the bomb. Molotov goes down on top of it. They're going to push up against him. He's aware of it. Gets the AK in a good position to find the headshot. That should give him the advantage. 9 HP for Steel. He's trying to beat the Molotov and beat the time. He's trying to beat the time. Ricky doesn't know that he's on. He didn't think it was possible that soon. Great call from Steel.
Yeah, I love that from Steel. I think that's the only way he wins. He knows he's got the AWP. He doesn't know if he's coming from lower or upper. Take the gamble on Ricky to second guess himself. Went for the lots of
Bolts gets one. There's Skadoodle finally chiming in. He can get more and he needs it. Shroud on the rotation, fighting in the flames, goes down. 3-on-2 scenario. Op's still alive and it's accurate. Not going to be able to get the second one. Stewie, meanwhile, with the other AWP, hasn't hit a shot yet. 1-on-2 scenario.
He's going to have a really rough time. He's had a really rough game, hasn't he, Stewie? Him and Automatic have been struggling to get anything done, and he's going to go down to Steel. Quick game there for Mortals.
I have to... That round where Skadoodle just looks away, just very briefly towards that upper ramp, that basically costs them everything.
As well, something out from Steel. JDM caught a bit of an awkward spot, but he managed to make the best of a bad situation before Steel will double up his frags, leaving them in a 3 versus 2 situation. Steel with a bomb plant as well. Henny going to back off. And this is the thing. They're in a very good situation this round. Sure, they might not have the Molotov, but having 2 players already in the backline, 1 player trapped on the site, all his job is right now is to just try and delay, keep him at bay. If he can find a frag as well, that would be absolutely huge. Steel, in this situation, just has to wait for them to push into him. Play with confidence. Steel peeks out. Great stuff as he works his way through. And there's Box to get another frag on towards Twist. Baiting for each other, playing very nicely.
Took a page that a lot of teams have struggled to do.
Psychological warfare from the Immortal side. Flip side, moving in towards B. Blade picked off by Bolts. The AK's are out for the CTs as well, but he'll get traded by Electronic. Bomb needs to get planted, but there's a minute on the clock. They need kills. Flip side, they need frags. 2 versus 4, make it 3. Henny picks off finally. Bombs down, and so is Electronic, leaving Wilderness alone. 1 versus 3 versus 2 sniper rifles and Steel. Rifle kills, grenade kills, he's doing it all. He is hyped.
This is a very strong Immortals. Because no matter what sort of positions Flipside are able to put themselves in.
But they've got to contend with the fact, not only with a gap in the smoke, that there is an M4 for Steel. It's going to pop out when they least expect it. Low HP on this, he can't take the fight. Good read. Great read from Steel to know that Adren was still in there.
He had to step up, and he's certainly delivering so far. 3 kills for Steel, just as it looked like the round was going to fall apart. It's up to Zeus now, but nothing he can do. The round's recovered once again. It's Immortals the 4-on-1 advantage. Hobbit, 16 HP in the apartments, bombed down. Somehow they do it again, and it's Gambit knowing as they find...
Often peaked for that same reason, so you got to be a bit careful. MBK goes down, Steel doing the work once again. 5 versus 3. They've laid the entire groundwork in. All they have to do is play safe and reasonable, and they should be able to get the 4th round on the board, which they desperately need here. G2 are well on their way to making the playoffs.
Yeah, off the back of a run of 6 rounds straight, and Steel is doing his best to give Immortals as much breathing room as possible into the next half. It's not going to be much. It's looking like they will be able to get their 4th, and as I say that, Apex gets 2. But Steel's going for the ace here in this last round. Apex is going to come around towards Monster, and he's going to have his chance.
18 seconds. Steel gonna close it off with an ace. Very well done. Topping the scoreboard at 14. He would have been tired.
Явно видно, Immortals намного опытнее. Ребята, пускай даже без KNG на карте до Инферно. Ну, потому как 2-3 Инферно залетают регулярно от Immortals на каждом лайне. И в этом плане они как рыба в воде. В стороне из Cloud9, которые в любом случае пока в новом составе. Да, они от Nothing и Shroud.
Down as now it's going to be a convergence to the A site. Snacks goes to cannons, capping the smoke on either side, but no opening in it. There might be toward top ramp, but only if he can survive long enough because they've swung around behind him on this site. You might have expected him to find the shot on Steel, but no luck this time for Snacks as Pasha battles off from inside of the hut. Bolts finds him, Neo inside of the site. Steel wins that exchange as well.
And set piece to see how successful it is. We've got Steel up here on the boxes on the bomb site. Really nice little crossfire there between him and Bolts. And they'll get a lot of damage done, but there's still more to be done. Here is Steel will recede further back into the bomb site, awaiting more assailants here from G2. But they're sort of holding their ground at the moment. We see Kenny going down by Pit as now it's all on Mr. Shox. It's a hard situation. It's a great hold from Immortals. Ultimately, they read the play, they read the pressure, and they positioned and played off of it well.
They've got to get off it. Oh, they let it go. 5 seconds. It was close. He's got a knife, but he's high. He's high, and he's not going to find it. Immortals get the defuse. Divine round 5.
How has that happened? Oh, Legia, it seemed like he'd done everything perfectly there. You spotted it. The flank was on point. The timing was perfect.
Ожидал прямо резко быстро 9 от Immortals в ближайшее время.
Возможно. Пока что все работает на команду Immortals, которые, как я сказал, часто играют до Инферно. Стиллер ловит Раша, пушит дальше. Аутиматик в яме попадает. Это Аутиматик из Глока. Сколько, 2 или
8 это вообще победа, да, по сути? То есть тут именно такие расклады. Ну, Детрейн такой статистически, тут, простите, человеческий вот этот вот гуманистический фактор отходит на самом деле что-то на задний план, когда ты просто реально наблюдаешь столько трейнов, которые решаются на защите во второй половине. Вот в чем вся проблема. Флешка. Найс. Найс. Привет, братская могила. Стил, дратути, как ваше дело? О, господи, боже мой.
Но я не верю, что это СК. Это, наверное, какой-то второй состав команды СК Gaming, потому что, ну, слишком просто для Immortals.
Nate almost makes contact, a collision noise with Snacks. And the sounds that their collision makes goes overlooked. Snacks is able to take down Bolts, gives some position. They finally have connector control, but again, it's KNG they have to beat. This guy looks incredibly amazing so far until shut down by close proximity. What a shot, past the alley. But Steel somehow gets away with one as Neo should have had him dead and down. And puts it to a 2 versus 2. Taz is the one to pick up the AWP. Not the one you normally see with the weapon. Now he gets close because he's still left on just a pistol. No CT consideration. Snacks. Excuse me, Taz. Not quite in position. Tagged back under Shadow. Has to be so careful on 35. Biawi's lower. He's down. He's going to have to be perfectly back in. First shot,
Oh
not
my
there.
God.
Couldn't hit it. Steel with a wide peak entry. He's going to make it 8-1 for Immortals.
Steel is looking amazing right now. The shots he's hitting, the positions he's recovering from as well, the 180 shots coming in. Sure, that's
The bomb train, and there is not much time left. Just a mere 25 seconds as JR is looking for a player. And there it is. He'll spot Lucas going for the peak. Steel! That was what they needed. And now the bomb can go down.
15 seconds for that bomb to go down. And it's almost a CT crossfire, but they don't have the all-important IV position. Kashanda popping out from top. 10 HP now, it's going to make it really hard for him to peek, and Steel with the pre-fire will do the job. Chopper close to the site. Got a teammate around the connected position with the AWP, but can he land the shot? The aim punch will save Steel, and that is a wipeout. Nothing saved for Vega Squadron going into the future rounds.
With the dualies in hand.
I don't get this at all. It's the first time in the major final we've had dualies, I think.
All the way around the corner. Dualies gonna have to be aggressive. Doja's got one. Dualies can be aggressive. Jumping and firing. 2 back in sight though, and Steel's got first kill. What is the third one? Because he doesn't even need to. He's got his teammate there to peek him beside. Bolts does nothing. And Henny pops out to close it. Steel shuts them down, and
We want to find us a kill, to find us an opening pick.
Yeah, whatever you want, just as long as it works. And he's gonna go close, scoped up, and he misses the chance. That could have been great. In the meantime, Shox has fallen.
Yeah, he's been spammed from alt mid all the way into those halls. Shox takes all the damage. That's tough in such a crucial round. Kenny not able to find anything. Immortals being very, very cautious, spamming through smoke, spamming these corners, waiting, making sure there can't be a peek. And another good kill from Steel. He's been a monster.
If that had been an M4 instead of a FAMAS, I think that's the kill.
This is that's his 30th kill, Steel, in this match. He might go for 31 of the. Oh, it is! Ketty can't win that fight. Apex alone in the bomb site. He's held in the corner as well. There's Henny for the op.
My God, that's a big win for Steel in that round, especially that last kill.
What can you do?
Now, Mousesports are running this 4AK 1 Tech 9 kind of setup that is pretty common nowadays, but it all comes down to how you're going to use it. And if you're going to go for a quick push, which is what they're doing, this comes into play. Let's see here Steel get the first one. Nate comes in. Surely now he's holding the position, and Steel's doing work right now. He's doing work. He's getting every single frag. And rotates back. Perfect round from Steel.
Yeah, a bit of a slam dunk
1 HP to survive as well, I think.
So nice there. Just play.
Потому что есть стабильность в команде из Австралии. По-прежнему 4 фрага у игрока команды Renegades. Csgo, красавчик, ведешь команду к успеху. Это стабильность.
Да.
Просто
Да.
стабильность.
Вот уж и правда. Ну, закрывает Джейс Волкингза, на самом деле, здесь свои же ребята. То есть он просто заливает 4-12, ему прям невероятно тяжело. Но мы видим Юстила, мы видим Азера. Стил, кстати, правда, отвечает. Человек стальной. Ой, хорошо, трипл-килл. Моментальный по одному же вектору. Контр-атака, контр-страйк буквально. В прямом смысле этого слова сейчас происходит.
Can't happen safely for Immortals as they close in, but Steel gets aggressive. He finds two. Very well done. Finds a third. That is as good as it gets for Steel. Holy cow. That couldn't have gone better, really.
That could be the moment that sees SK take a knee and bow to this. Steel's gonna go in, mate. You've got 3 bullets left. Oh, he's gonna land it into the back of Fallen, who is already weak, and Steel with a 4K. The adrenaline surging through him.
They're just walking down low. This is so ballsy. They just walk down low and look.
Well, find a headshot over on towards Stanislaw as he takes him down. Bomber's going to get planted by Lucas, which leaves them with just 3 players on the side of Team Liquid. And he's just firing through as well, hopefully get his frags out. Oh, Steel with a double kill, that's absolutely huge.
What a great round. They put so much pressure on Pop there. They weren't sure what was happening. They thought it was probably going to be an outside take. You're putting that much pressure on Pop.
Yeah.
Meanwhile...